The melodica is a keyboard wind instrument with reeds similar to those in a harmonium or accordion. It reached its modern form in late 1958, although similar instruments had existed for 100 years before that. It is most associated with the Hohner company from Germany, which manufactured 6 different sizes over the years. But now there are any number of manufacturers around the world making them under a variety of brand names. The 6 classic sizes of melodica are the student model with a range of 20 notes, the soprano with a 2-octave range starting at middle C with an additional low B on the keyboard version, the alto with 2 octaves starting the F below middle C plus a high F sharp and G on the keyboard version, the 32 model with a range of 2.5 octaves, the 36 model with a range of just under 3 octaves, and the bass with a range of just under 2 octaves, sounding an octave lower than the alto, the 32, or the 36. Most of the melodicas manufactured today fit under one of these designs, although many versions add a high F to the Hohner 36 design to make 3 complete octaves. The largest model made is the Hammond 44, made by the Suzuki Company, with a range of 4 octaves and a perfect fifth, starting 1 octave below middle C. The original playing technique for the melodica was to hold the instrument with the left hand while fingering with the right hand. There are several techniques for playing with 2 hands. One of these is actually a variation on what you just saw, where the left hand reaches over the instrument in order to finger on the keys. The weakness of this playing technique is that one needs the thumb at minimum and sometimes the pinky finger to stabilize the instrument while playing, and the keyboard is in the opposite orientation for the left hand, such that the second finger is playing the lowest notes and the fifth finger is playing the highest notes. And between those two, a loss of dexterity is going to be experienced. The other 2 playing techniques involve the use of a tube for a mouthpiece instead of the normal short mouthpiece, shown in the first 2 examples. The first of these involves laying the melodica flat on a table or stand and playing it as one would play a keyboard with all 10 fingers available. This is perhaps the most facile, technically the most facile position for playing with both hands. The third technique uses the hose as well, but the instrument is braced against the performer's body. This, while it is used by a great many performers, this technique does involve loss of mobility with both hands because both hands are involved in holding the instrument against the performer. There are a few things that one needs to keep in mind when composing for the melodica. The most important is that the melodica is a wind instrument played by breath. One must leave opportunities for the performer to breathe. In addition, low notes tend to take more air than higher notes. Lastly, the more notes being sustained, the more air is required. A 6-note cluster in the low range of the instrument cannot be sustained as long as a single high note. For example, the clavietta is a melodica adjacent instrument manufactured in France by the Borel Company beginning in late 1958, curiously, roughly the same time as the Hohner melodicas. It came in two models, one with a range of 2 octaves starting at middle C, and a larger one starting at the G below middle C and going to the E 3 ledger lines above the staff. The oval mouthpiece makes the use of a hose impractical, although the reach-over technique is quite manageable. What separates the clavietta from the melodica family is the tone. While the Hohner melodicas and related instruments sound like an accordion or harmonium, the tone of the clavietta is more akin to a harmonica. It should be noted that the volume level on the clavietta is generally softer than that of the melodica. So, that is a quick introduction to the melodica and the things one must keep in mind when composing for the instrument. There is not a lot of repertory written for the melodica, either as a solo instrument or as an instrument within an ensemble. It is hoped that will change in the future.